So I want to start a trading robot for Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's having a big drop. Now this is my trading view chart that I use, and I've got a few indicators on here. I'm not going to go into the indicators, but we could see at the top here it says a weak high. So that means that it gets up to here, but it don't seem to stay up there, and it comes back down. And then we've got this strong low, and what that means is that this low seems to be supporting Bitcoin when it goes down at that level. And as you can see here, this candle actually touched that point there, but then it recovered up a little bit. The bulls stepped in and started to buy. We've got a few events coming up. Now, at the time of making this video, it's the 4th of September, 11:30 in the UK. So you're going to get this 24 hours old. But what I'm going to show you in this video for setting up a Bitcoin robot, it doesn't matter when you're looking at this video, okay? Now, I believe that there's going to be some cheap Bitcoin, and we could see Bitcoin at the moment. If you look here, the price is what, 56,500, somewhere around there. So if we go over to Johnny Blockchain, I've come to the Trends tab here. I'm on Pancake again. You could do this on Binance, whichever you wish. And I've just gone down and I can see Bitcoin here. I could see that on the Bitcoin, it's only earned 0.25%, but that's still a brilliant return for 24 hours. And there's 195 bots. Now, I don't know when these bots were started. Maybe these bots were started when the price was that much higher. They were started up here. So they've not had a chance to, really get in some profits because, if you started here and it dropped down, it maybe bought some other lots and it did a bit of recovery here, dropped down again. But if we look at the price range from this point to this point, those two in there, we're looking at a drop of around about 14.5%. So there's a 14.5% drop there. And I believe that a robot would be worth setting up if it drops below this here. So I'm going to set up maybe one or two robots, and I'm going to start them with negative, because if I go over to my calculator, I can see that the high and the low, you remember we put that high and low on the previous video, shows you the highs over, you see here, that's from the 1st of September, and we're on the 4th of September, so there's 3 or 4 days there. And we can see that the high is 59,782 and the low is 55,720. And I'll pop that into my calculator again, and I can see that there's a price difference over the last 3-4 days of about 7%, 6.5 to 7%. So coming back to Johnny Blockchain, I'm going to set up a Bitcoin robot. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, and I've still got $100. You remember in my previous video, I set it to buy that OM when the price drops. So I'm going to set this robot up with an overtrade because I've only got $100, and I know I've allocated that $100 to the previous bot that I did in my other video. So first off, I'm going to come down and put it on infinite. And then again, before I put it onto expert mode, I've already approved the Bitcoin and the tether. If you haven't done that, you'll need to click on this button here, this word that says change, and follow the instructions on the screen. I'm going to put it on expert mode. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do actually a $50 trade, and I'm only going to do 1 or 2 of them. You see it says I need 1,500. Well, I definitely haven't got that much. I don't want to overtrade by that much. So I'll delete some of these lots off, and I'm going to leave the 1 and the 2. And I'm going to leave it to lot 0 and lot 1. Put it on independent like I always like to do. And this I'm just going to change to 50% again. And here I'm going to put in here 50%. So that's basically it's going to spend $50 on the first trade. And then if the price drops again, it's going to spend another 50% of that, which is $25. Okay, so let's come back over to our chart. Now I can either look at the trading view one or the deck screener one. Doesn't matter, they're both similar. I'm going to use trading view, and I'm going to get this price range, and I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to go down to the bottom of this box just below it. So it's 54,200. Okay, so I could go sort of down to 54, somewhere around there. Let's go up there, 54,100. That's a drop of 4.5% roughly. So what I do is I come back to Johnny Blockchain and I put this down to 5%. 25%. And then I do 0.5. So I'm saying if Bitcoin drops down by 5.5% from where it is right now, which I think there's a big possibility that it could do that because it's in this free fall. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter whatsoever, but I think that'll give me some cheap Bitcoin. And if I come back over to Johnny Blockchain, let's say it drops by this amount and then it decides to drop even further. Will it go much more than say 7%? So I could actually do this one and do another 5%. So I'm saying that that could drop down by 10%. Let's say that I bring this down so that it drops by 10%. Let's just show you where that is looking like. Somewhere around there, isn't it? Too far. Somewhere there. So I'm saying that that could possibly go down to 50 grand. And if it goes down to 50 grand, it'll buy another bit of Bitcoin. Now, I don't worry about it buying Bitcoin because I feel confident that Bitcoin over time will go up. So I don't mind holding it. So I come back to Johnny Blockchain. I'm happy with these settings. And then all I do is click on save as before. In my search here, I put Bitcoin and I come down and here's my robot. And all I'm going to do is switch it on. So this can buy, this robot is going to buy in the market with cheap Bitcoin. It may never ever get down. Hopefully it doesn't. Now, if you've got a robot like I've got here, look, I've got a robot here that says I spent $120 and if it sells now, it's only going to get 93. But the robot, I've switched them off. Now, what you can do is if you've got a robot like this, so let me just go in and go to the settings and I'll click on edit the settings and put it on expert mode. You can, if you wish, because I've got two lots here again, and it bought, look, 69,000. I could add another lot here so that I could kickstart this robot. So if I add a lot on here, and if I take that price, that's 69,500, take that and take that to my calculator, and I put that in at this price here, and then I put the price that it is now, which it's about what? It's 56. What are we now? 56,500. So come to my calculator. Let's change this to 56,500. That's a drop of 18%. So if I come back to Johnny Blockchain and I add another lot, this time I'm going to drop this down. So go down to the 15%, somewhere around there. We know it's dropped 18, so this should more or less trigger this fairly soon. And then what I do is I'll leave that on 50%. So, and I don't want it to spend $100. I want it to spend 25% of that. So that's $25 because the first trade was $100. So I want it to buy in here and I want it to buy and sell around this lower price here and trade its way out of debt. And this is the one. I added the lot there before, sorry. If it doesn't trade its way out of debt and the price keeps dropping, it will buy this lot here, and I'll change that to 25%. And if it doesn't buy its way out of debt there and the price keeps dropping, I'm saying it can drop now another 5%. So that's 20% drop. I don't believe that's going to happen for Bitcoin. But it will buy this lot in here, this one in here, this lot 2. It's already bought lot 0. It's already bought lot 1. So now I'm triggering it to buy this other one. So I've added another lot to the strategy. So what I do is I click on save. And then I come on the front screen because this is the one where I added another lot. And then I switch that on. So now I've breathed some life into this robot because it had run out of funds because Bitcoin's dropping. And you could do that with any robot whatsoever. You can add funds to them, or you could start completely new robots and put it so that it drops in when the price drops down a little bit further. And that's just a couple of strategies that I like to do when setting up any robot. But in this case, I've set up a Bitcoin robot. Let's see how they do. Now, if you want to create your own trading robot, below this video, you're going to find a link. It's going to take you over to Johnny Blockchain. You can either use it with a MetaMask wallet and PancakeSwap or Uniswap, or you can set it up with Binance.com and Binance US. You've got decentralized trading or centralized trading. Your funds stay inside your wallets all the time. So if you're using the decentralized, your funds stay inside your MetaMask. If you're using the centralized on Binance, then your funds stay inside your Binance account. You don't have to send your funds to this platform to do the trading for you. You can create a free account by clicking on sign up or register, and if you look down the bottom here, you'll see that we've got 105,000 in passive income for the members so far. You'll also see that there's over $7,000 paid in affiliate commissions. It's also got affiliate program, 98.4% of profitable trades, 0.5% are bought back, broke even basically, and then we've got 1.1% of negative trades, means that they made a loss, but 98.4% of positive trades. Absolutely mind-blowing system. It really works. It does what it says on the tin. It's a trading robot that works with PancakeSwap, Uniswap and Binance.com or Binance.us. Create your free account. Click on any of these buttons, sign up or register. It's going to bring you here. Pop your name, your email address, password, put some ticks in these boxes. Click on this box here to say complete my sign up. You can have a look round, and when you're ready to get started, if you want to set up a decentralized trading robot, it's going to cost you $25 a year to set up as many trading robots as you like. If you want to set up a centralized trading robot with Binance, it's going to cost you another $25 a year, and you can set up as many robots as you like. So if you want to set up both decentralized and centralized trading robots, it's just $50 a year for as many trading robots as you like. Click the link below, come and create your free account, and happy trading.